I learned that possibly we need to make bigger partnerships when we're batting. I think we left some runs out there tonight, and that was for us probably the biggest lesson. Always nice to see some of the youngsters as well, their first time in the IPL, getting an opportunity, and it's nice to see them in a big game, what they can do as well. So lots of learnings. Pity we were on the wrong side of the result, but I think there's quite a few positives as well that we can take, especially early on in the competition. Yeah, look, I mean, the way that the bowling is set up because of injuries that we've got is always going to be on an evening like tonight is mix and match. Just going with someone who's got a bit of momentum, trying to break their momentum as much as possible. It was always going to be spin heavy this evening as well. Unfortunately, we had to bowl last as well. But it's not about making excuses. That was going to be the nature of our attack, was going to be mix and match. Unfortunately, we bowled well in patches. But again, we need to be more consistent with the ball. No, I'm not going to make an excuse of the dew, but it does play a role, and it does play a role when you've got four spinners as well. So, but that's not really the excuse. If I have to put a finger on it, I would like to say we probably left 20 or 30 runs with the bat out there, and that was probably why we ended up being under pressure with the ball. Yeah, we'll have to look at the surface. At the moment, we don't have a lot of reserves with the ball, so we're going to have to just probably mix and match until we start getting players back. But that's just the nature of it. We're going to have to stand up and stand tall with the bat in Hyderabad, as we saw in the first game. But we're looking forward to that. But as I said, it's opportunities for some youngsters as well, getting their first opportunity. I thought I was really happy for Shardul Thakur as well. 2 wickets in the first over. Someone who's spent some time with us, got an opportunity to play this year's IPL. I thought he gave us a great start as well. For Delhi, yeah. Look, I mean, I thought they bowled really well. I mean, they did, but Marsh and Puran played equally as well. But I think for them, the way they finished, that partnership, at the end there was outstanding, and the way they finished was something that put us under pressure. I think the lesson there is that if you're batting second, especially when there's a little bit of moisture out there, you're always in the game, and they showed us that tonight. They were under pressure, and I thought they finished well. No, not at all. I think 210. If you look at the numbers on this ground, I think 210 is generally a winning score. And as I said earlier, we got a really inexperienced bowling attack because we've got a lot of injuries, and sometimes that happens when the opposition puts you under pressure. But we only learn about that when the game is on, really, and we can adapt and as we go. But I just thought as I said earlier, it was one of those games where we would have to mix and match, and maybe one over from this side and one over from there, and that's kind of what we did. It didn't work out. I thought they finished well with the bat, but the reason why we were in that position because we didn't score enough runs, which we should have. Look, I thought there was when the bowlers got it right, there was a little bit of spin. So I thought it was a very good wicket. There was a little bit in there for everybody. I thought bowling was probably a little bit tougher than the batting, but that's why I'm saying, possibly with the experience and the bowling and the batting power we have, I think we left a few runs out there this evening. Yeah, I think I think we play in 3 days' time, so we got to just make sure, especially it's youngsters as well. So we just need to keep them positive. We need to keep them believing in their ability. Sometimes the opposition is allowed to play well. They do have good nights as well. So it's just about making sure we keep them positive, we keep them fresh, and we back them again in the next game. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the first time for me. I've been to pretty much most cities in India over the past, I think, 30 years, but I haven't been here, and it was awesome. I think the crowd was awesome. I thought the sound system was awesome as well, and that always makes a huge difference. But the weather is the same for me as in Durban. It's that same